It's time for another Ask the Geek video. These are the videos where I answer your questions that you ask me on Instagram. Now, there are a few reasons why I don't answer particular questions. Now, one would be if it's inappropriate for the channel. Two, because I just really don't want to answer it. And three, if I've answered it in a previous Q&A. Now, I haven't read these questions beforehand, so we'll start with the first one that is from Larsin_. Do you like the new Google logo? Well, yeah, it's okay. I can see that they're having to rebrand very slightly because of the recent changes they made with Alphabet, and it's okay. It's not the best logo I've seen, but it certainly, I think, works with the vision that Google have got going forwards from now. Second question comes from Airsoft for Christ, is which year yielded your favourite MacBook Pro or MacBook Air? To be honest, this is going to be a strange sort of answer. I loved my MacBook Air. I had the 11-inch, which I found a little bit too small. I went to the 13-inch, which I absolutely loved, but the screen resolution wasn't that great. And now, of course, I've currently got the Retina MacBook Pro. My favourite year will be the year when Apple do a MacBook Air with a Retina display. I think that will be the best combination. The MacBook that they recently released, I think, is just too small, too underpowered for my liking, and I just wish they would put a Retina display in that MacBook Air. So it hasn't happened yet. Next question is from Spartan6278. What price for the rumoured iPad Pro? That's going to be a difficult one. I think if you look at the current iPad Air 2 and put a premium of around about £150 on it, or about $200, I think that would be about the price range that the iPad Pro will actually be launched at. That's if it even exists. I think it does, personally, and I really do hope for it. We've got an Apple event coming up very soon. In fact, by the time you watch this video, you may well have seen the Apple event, and it could be that it's announced or pre-announced at this particular event. So I'm going to be really watching with interest. Next question is from Joseph Choi Photography. What's your opinion about the new Android Wear support for iOS? Will you ever consider buying an Android watch over an Apple Watch? That is a brilliant question, Joseph, so thanks very much for asking it. It's really good that we've now got iOS support for Android Wear watches. It is slightly limited because Apple don't allow full access to certain things on the iPhone, so it's not ever going to have the full functionality that it does if you're using it on the Android platform. But it's good. It's a good first step, and hopefully Apple will open up more and allow full access to all of the things that would make the Android Wear watches fully functional on iOS. Would I ever consider buying one? Yes, definitely. I'm not the right demographic though really for smartwatches. Although I am a techie, geeky person, I've never found a smartwatch so far that doesn't distract me too much. What I really want is something as good as the Apple Watch, but strip out all of the notifications, which I know you can turn off, and just give us a really good sort of understated, sort of under the radar fitness tracker. I think that would be the perfect combination. Next question comes from VR55 Has. What charger do you recommend for the Samsung Galaxy S5? Your videos inspire me and me smile as you are always in your videos. Hope you're all good will come your way, and please could you check your DM on Insta. I've sent you a video. I'll try and check my DM soon. I do get a lot of messages, so bear with me. Best charger for the Galaxy S5. Well, I would really say the standard charger that's included with it. However, I did recently review one of these sort of power chargers or charging stations from Aventry. That is absolutely fantastic, because not only could you charge your Samsung Galaxy S5 on it, but you could also charge other devices alongside that. It's called something like the Powerhouse. It's actually sitting behind me, charging my devices just over there. I'll try and remember to leave a link in the video description to that particular video. Sizzle is the Bizzle. What an awesome Instagram name. How much do you spend on tech each year for personal use and then for the channel? Wow, that is a very difficult question. Because a lot of my spending on tech is really for the channel, but I suppose for Something that I would buy if I wasn't doing Geekanoids would be something like my iPhone. And then I would probably spend, including the iPhone, say around about £1,500 a year on technology. Possibly a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But for personal use, probably about that sort of mark. So 1,500 UK pounds, around about 2,000 US dollars. And for the channel, I would say I'd probably spend round about £5,000 to £6,000, and that equates to around about sort of 8 to 9,000 US dollars on the channel. What do you like most about being a YouTuber was asked by Chris Wooten, and really, truthfully, honestly, what I like about being a YouTuber is really two main things. One is being able to share my experiences with technology and gadgets with you guys and girls, and secondly is doing something that I really enjoy doing. It's a real privilege and very humbling, in fact. I'm just sort of really grateful that I can do this and do something I love as part of my career. YouTube isn't the only thing I do. I've done videos on what else I do to make money, but that's what I mainly like about being a YouTuber. So sharing content with you and doing something that I love. A Brown asks, I can't decide between which flagship smartphone to get when my contract soon ends. I need one with a removable battery, an expandable SD card. Can you recommend one better than the Note 4, as that's currently my #1 choice? That's a really difficult question, and it's purely a difficult question to answer because I handle so many smartphones I can't remember which have removable batteries. If it fits within your criteria, I'd really look at something like the LG G4. That was a fantastic smartphone and still is. I can't remember if that has a removable battery though, but check out the LG G4. Sorry, not a full answer for you, but I just can't remember every single smartphone. A lot of them don't have removable batteries nowadays. What I would say to you is if you really want a smartphone, it's got great specifications but doesn't have that removable battery, then buy an external battery pack. I've had smartphones before that do have removable batteries and I've never bought a spare battery. I just carry around something like this. Let me just grab it on my desk here. Not this specific one, but this is like a battery pack, and you can plug in a USB cable on the bottom end here and recharge your smartphone. This particular one has a built-in lightning connector, so that's good for iOS devices. This is a Just Mobile Gum Plus, I think. But yeah, very good devices, little portable battery packs. So if you find a phone you like, it doesn't have the removable battery, just pick up one of those and then you can charge it whilst you're out and about. Next question comes from Anderson_12, which is Alex, and Alex asks, what in your opinion is the best Android budget smartphone you've tested in 2015? So far in 2015, the best one has to be the Motorola Moto G 3rd generation, definitely with 16 gigabytes of storage, fantastic screen, stock Android on there as well, brilliant build quality, just amazing for the price point. So that would be my pick so far this year. And then the last question is from Thomas Locke. Compact, mirrorless or DSLR? I have a Sony a5000 and I want to upgrade. What would you recommend? Well, there are lots of really good cameras out there nowadays. If you want to stick with Sony, look at the Sony a6000 perhaps. If you want to spend a lot more money, look at the Sony Alpha range, the A7, A7 Mark II, A7S. And if you want to go smaller in size, the camera that I'm using to record this very video on is the Canon PowerShot G7X, which actually records fantastic quality video, and the accompanying audio is really good as well. Plus it has that flip up screen so I can see myself whilst I'm recording. So that's it for the questions and answers for today's video. I really do enjoy recording these videos because it's just great that I get a really nice variety of questions. If you want to ask a new question, don't leave it in the comment section below. I no longer take questions there. When I'm going to be recording a new video, I will post a photo asking for questions on Instagram, and I'll also tweet that out and share it across my social networks. So keep an eye out for that. Thanks very much for watching the video. Enjoy your technology wherever you are and have a fantastic day. I'll see you next time.